My dear brothers, elders, my friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everything has a purpose in this world. Everything has a purpose in this world. When we consider ourselves, anything that we do has a purpose behind it. There is a reason for everything. And when we think that what we do is of no worth, then we say, brother, I'm sorry, I don't have the time to do it. Which means, whatever I want to do has to have a specific and important reason. If each one of us would not do anything which is useless, can we even think that Allah Rabbul Izzat will do something which is of no reason? Us humans have been created for a very important reason. And what is that reason? وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. And our elders tell us that just the way we say La ilaha illa, La ilaha illallah, there cannot be a ma'bud in this world or in this universe, anywhere in the samawat and wal ard, there cannot be a ma'bud except Allah. Similarly, this ayat of the Quran depicts the same meaning. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ. I have not created humans and jinn illa, for just one reason, لِيَعْبُدُونَ, for them to be obedient to me. There is no other reason. There is no other reason. And if we look around, we actually tend to understand that there really is no other reason for me to be in this world. Am I the reason why we have trees in this world? Am I the reason? Are humans the reason why the day turns into the night? Whether the humans are there or not, the day will turn into the night will turn into the day. Are we humans the reasons why seasons change? Winters come and go, and then summers come and go, and we have the fall, and we have the spring. Are we the reason? No. Are we the reason that the rain comes? Are we the reasons that sometimes, the clouds come and they cover the sky? Sometimes it rains, sometimes it doesn't. If I want the clouds to rain, if the humans want the clouds to rain, the clouds will rain. If the humans don't want them to rain, the rain will stop. Can we do any of that? Can we lower the glaze of the sun sometimes? Can we increase the glaze of the moon sometimes? Right? Can we change the courses of the seas? Can we change the courses of the rivers? Can we do any of this? Can we bring the stars closer to us? Can we take the moon away from us? What am I doing in this world? What is it that is there in my capacity? Someone asks Hazrat Ali Karamallah Wajhu, Ya Amirul Mu'mineen, what is it in this world that I can do and what is it that I cannot do? How much control do I have over my destiny? So he said, raise your leg, one of your legs. So he raised one of his legs. So he said, raise the other leg. He says, that I cannot do. He says, you can only do this much, not more than that. That is all the control that you have over your destiny is, you can just raise your legs. Yes, you can just blink your eye. You can just say a few words. Where were you born? Where all you lived? Who are your parents? When will you die? Nothing is there in your control. So if nothing is there in my control, what am I doing in this world? What am I doing? What is the reason for me to be there? And Allah has not given humans the knowledge and the wisdom and the ilm to understand why they have been sent in this world. So Allah Rabbul Izzat sends prophets after prophets who come in this world and they explain to us why we are in this world. If those prophets wouldn't have come, we would have never known. This is called the ilm of wahi. This is called the knowledge and wisdom of Wahi. Wahi starts from where the knowledge of humans finishes. Like we don't know that there is going to be a day of Qiyamah one day. If nobody came and told us, we would have never known. We don't know that we have two Kiramin Katibin sitting on our two shoulders who are writing each and every deed of ours. You know? If we do something good, the right one writes. If we do something wrong, the left one writes. Who told us this thing? We never knew. Our ilm, our knowledge was never enough for us to understand that. It's the ilm of the wahi, which prophets come and they tell us, and they tell us that the knowledge that you have is so limited that sometimes it will work for you and sometimes it will not work for you. But the knowledge that Allah is giving you right now, that will certainly work for you. And that is the true knowledge. Like, they tell us that if you have any problem, you do your 2 rakat salah, your problem will be solved. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. And the Prophet of Allah has shown us this thing. They tell us that the 2 Kiramin Katibin are sitting here. Whether you go into a room where you have 20 locks, they will still go with you. Whether we agree to this or we don't agree to this, that is the truth and nothing but the truth. The Prophet of Allah ﷺ said, do not consider your grave just a place where there is mud and clay. Do not consider it. It is either one of the worst places in Jahannam, or it is a beautiful garden of heavens. So I would have never known this if these prophets wouldn't have come, and if Prophet ﷺ wouldn't have come. How would I know this? But this is going to happen to me, right? I wouldn't have known if Allah and His Prophet wouldn't have told us that there is a Malakul Maut who is going to come and is going to take our lives from us one day. We would have never known. We would have just thought, the human body, just one fine day, just human body closes its eyes and then never wakes up. And if you put it in the ground, it slowly and gradually disintegrates. So I would have thought that is the end of life. That is the maximum my knowledge could have helped me, right? But it's the ilm of wahi which tells us the reason why we are here. So Allah has told us, there is no other reason for you to be here in this world but to be obedient to. Now how do we become obedient to Allah? That is another $1 million question, right? Everybody has different ways of being obedient. Everybody has different thinking of being obedient to Allah. Some might say that, if you do this is being obedient. Some might say, if you do this is being obedient. Everyone must have a different point of view of being obedient. So Allah has sent Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this world. O my Prophet, show them what I want. Show my abd what is pleasing to me. Show my abd what is displeasing to me. And then Allah has said, لَقَدْ كَانَ لَكُمْ فِي رُسُولِ اللَّهِ أُسْوَةٌ حَسَنَةٌ. My abd, all my slaves, listen. If you want to please me, if you want to make me happy, definitely in the life of my dear Prophet have I kept an example which is most beautiful for me. Now my dear brothers, very quickly, because I have a lot of my young brothers sitting here, what is going to be the biggest try of shaitan? The try of shaitan will be, what shaitan will try is to take you away from the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because he knows that the more he is away from the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the more he is away from the pleasure of Allah. We, because we have been created by Allah, we can never be away from Allah. Because each and every requirement and desire of mine in my heart can only be fulfilled by Allah. Right? If I become ill, health can only be given to me by Allah. If I have a pain somewhere, then that pain can only be taken away by Allah. And if I want happiness, happiness can only be given by Allah. Right? If I want success, success can only be given by Allah. So each and every requirement of mine is associated with Allah. Whether I like it or not, whether anybody believes in Allah or doesn't believe in Allah, that's just the way it is. Right? So Shaitan, what Shaitan will try and do is, Shaitan will try and take me away from the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The more I go away from the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the more I am going to be. He knows that now he is away from the pleasure of Allah. So the more I am away from the pleasure of Allah, the more difficult my life will become. That is La ilaha illallah. That is the truth and nothing but the truth. Until my death, I have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. May Allah make it easy for each and every one of us to please Allah. कोशिश करेंगे इंशाअल्लाह.